What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jared here with Almost Sense, back with another one here today. So before I get into today's video, I just want to say thank you to you all who have subscribed and who have been tuning in so far. So without further ado, not going to waste any time today. Let's get into the video. Alright, so today's video is about a flanker, Dolce & Gabbana the One EDP Intense. So now this is the third the one. I know there's a couple other flankers. I'm gonna keep it to the one, the three specific ones. So now firstly, I no longer have the original Dolce Gabbana the One, which was more so that lighter brown juice in the clear bottle. Sorry, I'm taking a spray, smell. I have not yet acquired the ever so popular Dolce & Gabbana the One EDP, which most would say is one of the best fragrances ever made, and I probably wouldn't argue that. So I was able to get my hands on this recently. So first, let's kind of go over the presentation. So you have a matte black or an all black bottle. Can't quite see through. It's got that same Dolce & Gabbana shape. And I really like this color scheme with the black and gold. As you see, I've fingerprinted it up quite nicely. Decent heft to it. My bottle's pretty full. Haven't had too many opportunities to wear it. I'm just gonna give one reminder spray in the air as we get into it. So, Dolce & Gabbana the One. If I had to describe each of the three, the first one is a light, sensual date night, seductive, playful scent. The second, the One EDP, I would give that one more of a spicy, sexy, seductive, alluring, very nice scent. And then with this one, this is kind of like the big brother. This one is a bit more floral, sweet, balsamic. It's green, but not fresh out of the shower green. It's like floral, earthy green, but sweet, if that makes sense. Like a sweet grass, a sweet, yeah, but it smells very good. So I guess let's get into the notes. So up top you have cardamom, neroli, and cypress. You definitely get that cypress. This one is definitely more mature than the others. Then you get cashmere, benzoin, and then more neroli and clary sage in the mid. So a lot of florals going on. You got the cashmere, which gives it kind of that warm, fuzzy, inviting smell. Then you got the benzoin, you got the clary sage, so definitely a very powdery, a little bit floral, but still very alluring, very alluring. Then in the base, you have leather, more neroli, patchouli, and labdanum. So there's a lot going on in the base there. The leather gives it a nice, mature, somewhat of a thick base. The patchouli gives it a slight gourmand or an edible, almost a tangy sweetness in the base. Then you have the neroli and the labdanum to round it off. Now on Google, this is actually rated a 4.6 out of 5. And I can say I agree. I do love this fragrance. I am very pleased that I have this over the first two. The first one being that it did not last at all, unless I was in a Netflix and chill situation. It really didn't get the job done at all. You would spray it, you maybe smell it for the first 20 minutes. After that, maybe 4 hours on my skin, it was completely gone. The second one, I've had small samples of it. Although it may last quite a bit, the projection on it is pretty null. So unless you're in an intimate setting, a one-on-one, or someone is kind of within arm's length of you, they really can't smell it. But with this one, it brings me into the projection. Even off first spray, I'm gonna spray it on skin here. Whew. Definitely balsamic. But sweet, inviting, alluring. And you can tell once you spray it, a much louder fragrance. The performance on this one is better. Now, the longevity, sadly, is kind of like the EDP. So it's called the Intense, although it's not that intense. Not sure why they call it the Intense. Maybe there's something I don't know. But nonetheless, the gourmand nature of this and the florals really make it worthwhile. I think this is a very mature and attractive scent, definitely a date night killer. I think this is a better date night fragrance than the EDP. I just personally think it's a little played out. This is definitely a nice change, a nice step up. Now, this is, if you have the original and you haven't smelled the EDP, then you might as well approach this as a whole new fragrance. So this is not similar to the OG at all, but it is definitely worth getting your nose on. On my next date, I will definitely be wearing this one. So the performance on it is loud. It's louder for the first hour and a half, but once you get to hour 5, 6, it's a skin scent, maybe arm's length, and then it performs like the rest, which is kind of sad to say. But the performance, the projection in the beginning is all worth the while. The leather makes it feel so manly, and the sillage, slight cloud, much more of a presence with this one than the other two. So that pretty much wraps it up for this one. Dolce Gabbana, the One EDP Intense, my ultimate date night fragrance. It doesn't get any easier than this. I'll put the link in the description. Other than that, tell me which one you guys prefer out of the three, or if you would even wear any of these on a date. Other than that, you already know what it is. It's your boy OMO. Until next time, peace.